Yes.
I'm working on characters from my show Zavis. This is I'm having pen issues.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo.
I might need to do a quick restart here. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Classic.
Oh, no, wrong button. Oh, nope. Okay. Alright, yeah, restarting. Alright.
Last week my pen wasn't working. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see all the trials and tribulations he gets as he restarts. Up there it goes. Yeah, it's like it's a lot of her just kind of talking about her problems while sitting and couch surfing on a lot of her different coworkers' couches. That'll be fun. Now it's making me have to like think about how all the other characters' living situations are. Yeah, which I guess nothing is yeah, which I guess nothing is set in stone just yet, but it's like it's kind of makes me think like, oh well, how would Janet the Stoneworker's house be? And I'm looking up a lot of like I don't know, like old Greek influences. It's kind of like the ways that they do things. I think a lot of drapes. Giving her whole like couch kind of an old ancient Greek like columns and stonework feel to it. Yeah, it's like it's one of those things. If I don't have an eye for interior design, I have to learn it for a show like this. Which could be fun because then you get to like think of ways to spin it on its head. Yes. Yeah. It being a fantasy world, though, it always kind of gives me a little bit of comfort to be like, this doesn't follow the rules of typical real estate things, but it's fine. It's a fantasy world. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Mr. Bubble Pops gets smacked around a couple times during this conversation. And that crack is growing bigger in his glass head. Yeah. And then the inevitable. I won't spoil it yet, but we'll get there. Maybe in this stream.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun to, like, you know, as each week goes by, I get a little more of the story that's unfolding.
Yeah. That's good. It'll be weird when I actually finish this and get to evolve to the proper storyboards.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. Or maybe I'll take a little break and do some character work before then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make some movement happen. See these characters actually come to life.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm. Oh. All right.
Alright, that should be back now.
Nice.
Fingers crossed. Yay, it's back, which means I probably didn't do any of my intro stuff could be heard, so.
Oh.
It was working right before we hit go live, too.
Well, hopefully it
Check.
works.
I'm gonna start checking every 5 minutes now.
Yeah.
Crap's out on me.
What about that other service there? Zoom? Is it? That's something
What was
we could we look into using Zoom instead?
Yeah, but it doesn't really give us the power we want of doing the desktop sharing and everything like that. It's really meant for basically people talking to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both these storyboards are coming along good. So you got a bunch of the rigs for it already done up too? For your trailer?
I don't know, I've just got, I've got the, I've got half of Molly's rig done. The front half. I still need to do the back half and stuff. But so far, yeah, just the one. But I'll need to start working on some of the other ones.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that, like, I think there's a few shots of them from different angles of the other characters. So I'm hoping that I can kind of make kind of simpler rigs for a lot of the extra characters. I don't have to, like, make fully comprehensive rigs just yet for the trailer.
Yeah, well, you could even probably do a lot of that stuff ad hoc, right?
Yeah, totally. Like,
Draw
I think
it
there's-
in for the scene that you need it for.
Yeah, because there are some, like, I think there's an earlier scene where we see, like, the back of a lot of the characters' heads. I think whenever the screen catches up. There's, like, the kind of the war room shot where they're looking at a big map of the realm
Oh, yeah.
and all that stuff. And it's like, you can see the back of the characters' heads there, like, but, you know, you don't need a full rig just to see the back of all
No,
of
you
it.
just move them a little and make it look like they're actually part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all you really need on the front is a 3/4 view, right? Unless you need a bunch of head turns.
No, yeah, like a lot of, like, yeah, most of the time it's just a 3/4 view, so shouldn't be too much of a problem.
And Mike's back!
Hey.
Get your pen working?
Uh-huh. You know, using one else right now.
Okay, make sure I can hear you on the stream because my audio died out.
Bibbidi-bobbidi-bobbidi-boop.
Yep, you sound good.
Yep, that's the test.
Bibbidi boop.
How's
Bibbidi bop.
Bibbidi
Because
boop.
my audio wasn't working. And for the entire intro I did.
Oh, that's great.
You want to do it again?
Yeah,
maybe?
right?
Oh, that's fine.
Magic.
Magic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Molly looks too sad in this shot. I need to not make her be quite so sad. Soften it a little bit.
Yeah.
More of an arrow of introspection than just being tormented.
Yeah, those eyebrows are definitely making her look super sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, those looks like you're doing a bunch of mouth positions or something there, Mike.
I'm doing a bunch of different facial tests, and if I like the hairstyle, if I like the face, I just I don't know if I like the hair. I don't like. I'm just all the options, right?
Let's pull you up on the full screen. Take a look at what you got.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Oh, that's the 2-up. I want the 1-up. Up with Mike.
It's always a 1-up with Mike. Ha
Charlie's trying to 1-up Mike.
ha!
Oh yeah, I can see this.
Nice.
These are kind of ugly. I do not like these at all.
I actually almost prefer some of those because they're not your atypical anime hair.
Oh no, I meant like the face. It's too
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too long. I like this placement of the I brought the eyebrows down and the mouth just a little bit up.
Oh, I
Wow.
see. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm
No,
just
I like that hairstyle.
Yeah.
Princess Padme.
yeah, and I want like ethnicity in my fucking in my show. So yeah, so and with the colored version I brought up I think already, which is what I had settled with, but I'm just making a double pass before I go ahead and like design her the rest of the body.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Flush the whole thing out.
She's from a religious race, so I wanted it to look very, like Egyptian type feel. So,
I like it so far.
yeah.
Digging it.
Yep. Very nice.
Take a look at Nat. What she got going on over here?
What you got going on, Nat?
Oh, just something that somebody in the last stream referred to as an angry potato. But it is not.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame her. Without it being colored with the frosting or the icing sugar on there, he does look like an angry potato.
Yeah. I think we should actually do an angry potato character now. A
Yeah,
proper potato.
Proper angry potato.
and he never gets fired up. He gets fried up.
Yeah. Yep, jelly filler killer slapping around Mr. Bubble Pops.
Yeah, I just love the candy cane with the little legs. He's so cute. I'll have to make sure I track every shot that those little legs are always kicking.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get someone to do like a muffled background,
Definitely.
you know? The whole
Yeah.
scene.
Yes. I could do that. Or it could be a contest winner.
Let's hop over to Travis now.
Yeah.
What's Travis doing?
What?
Mail
That's
makes me
highly
want to
analyzed.
wag my tail. Let's see what Travis is doing. Mail.
Right now I'm drawing, I did the first couch bit, which is her and Molly and Janet talking while she's couch surfs there. And now she's couch surfing with their ghoul human resources manager. And as she's talking, he's eating the brains out of a skull like a pint of ice cream.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Mature themes.
Plenty of gore and whatnot.
No, I like this. You get to play with the 6 having breakfast in the morning, having some cereal or something, right? It's just brains in the skull.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's actually like It's some priest's Lucky Charms.
That's awesome.
It's just like all of their like their little what is it called? Trinkets, the
rose-
focuses.
The rosary?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like the rosaries and such, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you hold this food? Sometimes I forget.
Yeah, especially on an angle.
This is fine for now.
Sometimes I forget that just the food's all over the ground.
I have a drinking problem, Splash.
I like that. I like where this is going.
Wish I could show my video editing while I'm doing this, but it just kills my stream every time because it takes up so many resources.
Oh, yeah.
So is the woes working in 4K.
So is the woe.
So is the
Whoa.
That's a good woe. That's a good woe. Like 6 out of 10.
It was obviously a reference to Too Old For You.
What? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you throw the dust coming out of your mouth. What? Say again.
Oh. Travis is the one with dust coming out of his mouth, actually. Apparently.
That made me think of
Oh.
the new Tick series.
Oh,
There's
the
a-
new and canceled one.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it's
One of the
bad.
best series to be out because oh my god, it was amazing while it lasted.
I just love the part where it's like, you want a maniacal laugh? I have to see something maniacally funny.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Yeah, he was really fun. The terror.
The terror! Like he just sounds like a bad smoker.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Patrick Warburton one, but this one, because they made it a little more serious and dramatic, and they really focused in on that mental health, it was just great. You know? Ah, Tegan! What's going on, Tegan?
Hello.
What the heck? No. My opacity isn't I. What the fuck? Just go to 100. I need the eyedropper. Thank you. Oh my god, just do the thing. Yes, okay, good. You got an error. Congratulations.
Yeah, Tegan, you get to spy on us now, and you get to see all the updates while we're working on our shows. That's actually working on our one called Unicorn Dick, which we're taking all the characters that I did for Gumdrop, which you bought that mug of, and we're turning them into characters for this show. So they're gonna be, you might even see the Garlic My Balls character in there.
Ah, but does Tegan know about the nipple monster?
I don't think he knows about the nipple
Oh,
monster. I could very
Tegan.
well bring the nipple monster up.
Tegan, you gotta know
You
about this
should.
nipple monster.
You missed out on the nipple monster.
you
let me
big miss it.
catch you up, bro.
Big miss, bro. Dirty dangles, bro.
Dirty
Dangles.
Gonna get some big city snipies in there, eh, bro?
Big city snipes.
Get some puck bunnies in here, bro.
Yeah. I'm digging up. I don't remember where I did it. Where did I even do the nipple monster? Actually, you know what? I could probably
Where
do it
did you do
on my
the
computer.
nipple monster?
I better not show my search on my computer for the word nipple because then who knows what it's gonna bring.
Oh,
All
oh
of
my.
your nipple references.
You can bring it up on
Oh
Instagram.
my. His
There
search
it
for
is.
nipples on Instagram wouldn't be much better.
Wow.
No, you're
but
right.
his own
All right,
Instagram.
I'll switch this over now. There's the Cintiq. Let's drop that down. That's the nipple monster I'm talking about. So if Dagon's still there, you can take a look at that.
No,
That's
he
what we were
hightailed
working
at the
on.
first mention of nipple monster.
I do now. That you damn well do now. That's a nipple monster and a half.
Would you look at that nipple monster? monster.
Look at it.
Would you
It's
just
of course,
look at it?
a bunch. So far, everyone I've showed it to, it's like it looks like a big cookie. I'm like, yeah. it is
until
that
you
cookie.
look a little closer.
I mean, if it's a cookie and it supplies its own milk, there's a problem.
Wow. Wow.
A perfect organism.
Perfect organism of milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies. Milk.
But imagine if Santa came down your chimney to eat your milk and cookies and that jumped off his plate.
Eat me!
Laughing his ass
Eat me!
Tegan's laughing his ass up. Yeah, boy.
No one's gonna eat me. Why won't anyone eat me?
That's disturbing.
Silently cries to himself. I want to be a cookie too.
Biggest downfall is the purple nipple. Like his weakness.
Oh,
I really should turn him into a full turnaround rig and put him in a unicorn dick now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of waiting for you to realize that you're gonna do that. That's gonna be a thing.
I gotta figure out a good way to write him in first. That's the key.
I mean, you could always just be like, oh look, it's the nipple monster. Hey, nipple. Hey, what's up, guys? That's it. That's all you have to do.
Nips.
You're in a world where like candy canes are talking. You don't. The suspension of disbelief is the time has passed.
Yeah, it's already that. You just gotta go. Just roll with the punches now, bud.
That ship's gone, man. That ship's went out and sank.
Yeah. Tegan says, "Put that cookie down."
Put that cookie down. Yeah.
As in, like, you know, give it an injection and let it fall asleep. Put down, or like
Wow.
physically put
Wow,
it down.
Jeff. Wow.
Maybe both.
Oh,
Wow.
Jeff.
Wow. Nope. Keep doubling down on it, dude.
There you
I
go.
have to.
Yeah. Gotta finish the bit, you know? That's kind of the curse, is like, if it's a good bit, you finish it. If it's a bad bit, you finish it.
You finish it. It's called commitment, man. Like Meatwad for Aqua Team. Yeah, kind of is like Meatwad.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We
That's
should
why
get
it's
that guy
slightly
voicing
familiar.
too. That'd be hilarious. And a good throwback.
Number one in the hood, G.
It's for the shorties, for the shorties.
For the shoulders.
Man, I'm just trying to rap out here with MCPP pen.
Who was, what is that? It's guy, oh, what's his, god dang it. I follow him all the he did Boba the Fett.
Oh, yeah.
MC Chris, yeah. Yep, that was MCPP Pants. It was MC Chris.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Hi, puppy.
I like
I know you want to
candy.
play, but I'm streaming right now. Oh, don't give me those brown eyes. You're so cute. Why don't you come here? Come here. Come here. Let's show everybody. No, you're gonna walk around over there? Is that what's going on? Come here, pal. Come on. Up, up. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Up, up. Up, up. Come on. Up, up. Up, up. Come here.
Oh, Sky's getting jealous.
Oh, there she is. There's my puppy. There's my puppy. You're so cute. Okay. You gotta get down. Good girl. Where's your ball?
What?
She brought it to me.
Good girl, there's your butthole. Huh?
No, ball, not
I
butthole.
thought I heard butthole. I'm like, what? You just pointed it out to her, like, oh, look, there's your butthole. I mean, to
No, but she does point it out to us when she gets off the couch. She always does that stretch halfway off with her back leg still on the couch and just full nudity. You see everything.
wow, wow. Takes after her dad. New dad who dis.
New daddy.
New daddy who did.
New daddy. That's horrible. Tegan says hi, Serenity. Hi. Tegan says hello. You know him. You've seen him. Let's pet your face too.
Pet your face.
Fur face.
like a mummy. I dig it.
Ooh. Looks like you got that character under wraps. Slap my own wrist.
Someone needs to invent a slap machine that is attached to every computer so that when you want, you just hit a button and slap the person.
See a lot of little internet justice.
Yeah.
Cyber justice.
Yeah.
The best kind. No one got the reference inside.
Is it?
Do you remember the mummies animation?
Which
No.
one? The one based on the movie franchise or the?
No, the mummy's alive, man. Mummy's alive. Da 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 da.
I didn't ever watch it growing up, but like I've seen the intro a number of times, and it seems pretty wild.
It is pretty wild.
Basically like Power Rangers, but with mummies.
Yes,
Mummy Rangers.
and werewolf mummies because.
Go, go,
Yeah.
Mummy Rangers.
Don't they have
Rawr, 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 rawr. Brains.
Hey, no barking. Hey, Srendy, you're done. Hey! Come here. Come here. Hey, come here.
What's she barking
Come
at?
here. Come here. Lay down. We know they're here. They've been living here longer than you have. It's okay.
But they're here.
Right. I know, right? She's like, there's people here. I have to tell everybody.
It's my job. It's not my
Just
job.
Mom. It's just Mom. It's okay.
It's just not my job anymore. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm so confused.
Yes, you go with Grandma. Getting the last of our equipment in the mail now for our GoPros and stuff.
Yeah.
Mic now for decent audio.
Mm-hmm. It's so cute. It's small. I love it.
Next up is the little Loom Cube light panels we bought. They're like the size of a credit card, and they're full light LED light panels for filming. Of course, the Rode mic we got is bigger than the GoPro itself.
Oh.
It looks so ridiculous on the actual GoPro. Okay, double check stream, make sure everything's working. Still.
Double check.
Double check.
What are you gonna do? So I watched Food Wars the other day.
Yeah? How was that?
I kept hearing about that, and that's something.
It's never, I don't know. It's never quite appealed to me. I know it's very popular though.
I just needed to see why everyone was
Sorry,
making
what was this?
references. Food Wars.
Oh, Food Wars.
It's a cooking anime. And from what I hear, it has a lot of fan service.
It's literally yes.
Like the ladies eat the food and then
There's
it's like,
no reason. I mean, it's literally like making fun of how it's making fun of fan service by doing fan service over food. People are like,
I
it
see.
shows them like in bondage and shit when they're a slave to the flavor. It's like, it's actually
What?
brilliant in its sarcasm. It's great.
Slave to the flavor.
But
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna have to take some time off just to decompress from that anime.
Alright. Wow.
'Cause,
You know, like you know, it can happen sometimes. Like, I think there was another anime that was like a very kind of slice of life with some cooking elements. I think it was like
Double
either they were
part-timer.
sisters or two friends, but I can't remember the name of it. But it was pretty wholesome, except for the moment when they were eating the food, and I'm like, we're a little too close to their mouths, and they're making kind of weird noises. Yeah, I'm just like, dude, I think you're starting to lose me, show.
Awkward.
What's crazy is I would rather look at food porn in animated series than real food porn, because food porn in anime
yeah.
is so much nicer looking. It looks so
Food in anime,
It's
it doesn't
true.
matter if it's like fucking Shinji level animation. The food, always, always perfect.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking
looks really
perfect. Like, actually, anime is just an advertisement for food.
Yeah.
The most expensive, like, marketing campaign known to man. And it works. How much Pocky was sold in the US? Let's see.
Right?
yeah.
Right.
Naruto, a walking ramen ad.
Yeah.
No, I could go for some ramen. Actually, this specific brand of ramen.
I don't know why, I just want it.
I crave it,
Like-
night and day.
All the time. It's Naruto's favorite food.
I do love
I know,
ramen,
Like, within Final Fantasy 15, they have like a quest that's all about like cup noodles, like the specific brand of cup noodles. And it's like the most like uncomfortable, blatant advertisement. It's like Wayne's World level, like you know what you need after a hard day? Like Maruchan cup noodles, they're the best. It's like,
Oh
what are you
my
doing?
God.
What are you doing, game? It's like some
It's
people
ridiculous.
just care about money, and it's very sad.
It's very sad, big slurp in front of the camera.
Yeah, it's like it's covered in Reebok era merchandise.
Let's try that again. I memed myself.
Do it to yourself, you do. You and no one else.
There, now you can have that stuck in your head.
Yeah, there you go.
God damn it!
Or not.
Earworm.
That's okay. I had so long thanks for all the fish in my head for like a week straight last week.
Oh yeah.
For all the fish.
So good though.
So good for the first couple of days, and then, we're done.
Just not Joe Dog. Like a hammer or something. He's just building. He's building the house. So long, and thanks for all the.
Ah, I can do that.
It was a rubber hammer.
Ah, the mallet.
Have a rubber hammer
Rubber mallet. Rubber mallet.
The rubber mallet hits me in my hairy mullet.
You get inspiration.
That's one
Taking-
terrifying tuber, Nat.
Getting
Oh.
Taken says.
Ah,
Every time I
see?
watch Naruto, I get a ramen craving. Says Taken. Yeah, or no kidding. Jeez. And it's like the most empty carb food ever. I don't know how those martial artists survive off of it.
I know,
Where's their
right?
protein?
Yeah, I've been keeping like, I guess I stocked up on ramen like when the pandemic first started, and I keep not eating it because I keep looking at the food value and I'm like,
Right?
it's just salt.
It's just
I'm
all-
preserving
good.
myself.
It's my whole day's worth of
future.
salt in one meal. And
Yeah.
nothing else is in there that I need.
I used to try just putting like half the packet in, but it doesn't taste nearly as good.
Never
Nearly
as
as
good.
Of course, there's always like the ramen hacks of like, you know, you can grill up some meat or like crack an egg in it and like French onions chopped in.
Mm,
But it stops becoming like an easy meal after that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love using ramen or the Farkei noodles even, or even mystery noodles sometimes as like a base.
Yeah.
And then you add all your extras on top of the cheese and the meats and the
I'm all about the base
protein
though.
choices. All about that base. About that base. No tomato.
Yeah, yeah, no tomatoes. Actually, like cherry tomatoes in a fried rice. Very good.
Oh yeah.
Very
that
good.
does sound good.
It works really, really, really well. Especially if you're doing like Thai style, which is like, why do any other style?
Yeah.
Let's throw all the healthy vegetables in there. Oh, and shrimp paste. But why? Because Thai. Yeah, that's fair. Can't forget the little gray shrimp paste. Am I right?
Ew.
Mm.
Ew.
I love me some shrimp paste.
Fried shrimp, shrimp gumbo,
Shrimp.
shrimp paste.
Shrimp gum.
Ugh.
Ew.
Shrimp flavored gum.
Shrimp flavored
It
gum.
could be shaped and sized the same way as shrimp would, like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
It's just a
Just
shrimp.
make it a-
That's all. It's just shrimp. It's just been sitting in like a in like a solution for long enough that it's just chewable. Like,
Aww.
Ooh, gummy shrimp.
you guys want some gummy shrimp?
Ooh.
Oh, this one's cherry flavor.
Ugh.
Tasty. Just like Mama used to make. What? I miss my mama. Bit's dead.
It's dead.
The bit died.
It went on for a bit.
Went on for a bit too long, is more or less.
Shut up.
Got him.
Quite, indeed.
Yes, quite. Indubitably. Yes.
Why do posh people say yes like ears?
Hmm.
Eels. Eels.
Eels.
Eels.
Eels, eels,
I
eels.
never thought about that before.
No idea. Just say fucking
Yeah.
yes, dude. What
Sounds a bit eerie to me.
the hell?
Aww.
Take a lobe off, dude.
Oh, that was good.
Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
I think I remember reading once. It's like if you say "rise up lights," you
Razor
sound like you're
blades.
saying, yeah, you're saying razor blades in an Australian accent.
Rise of light.
Rise of lights.
Rise of
Oh
light.
yeah.
Rise of lights.
Every Australian's like, we know. Oh wait, sorry.
No, every show like, stop.
We know.
We know.
We know. Freud is in power. Alright. I don't know. Did you see the movie Australia? Anyone see the movie Australia?
No, never heard of it.
It's with he plays Wolverine. God damn it.
Hugh
Hugh Jackman.
Huge.
He's a huge. He's huge. He's a huge Jackman. So there's a character in that who's the villain who keeps repeating "Pride isn't power" over and over and over throughout the film, and I'm like, but I don't get the why are we saying this? What is Pride isn't power.
Is it an expression?
Like, oh, all right. Neither is a Happy Meal. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I tried to read into it. I'm like, what's the what's the deeper thing here? I don't know
Don't
anyone
go any
who
deeper
takes
than that.
pride as like. No one's ever equated like the pride in myself as power.
I mean, I guess if you're super egotistical, it could become a superpower.
Yeah, but why would the person who's egotistical be saying that? Why would the person who would be saying...
They wouldn't even know. They wouldn't
Right.
even know.
It's like,
you know?
why are we saying this? I think he just... It was... you know those lines where actors get into a certain... either a character or a dialect, and they say like a certain line to get into it? I think that was his. They just
Yeah.
captioned it all the time and then forgot to edit it out. Is this in the script? No, but it's great ad-lib. Keep it in. Wow, that's his catchphrase. Catchphrase! Alright! Pride isn't power. Wow.
Pride is not
Fucking
power.
Oscars. Ross will be watching this stream. Hey, fuck you, dude! Pride is power!
Oh, nice. You got Jelly Filler Killer smashing his head to the ground now.
Yeah. Little mini animation here.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna pull you up on the full screen here.
Ooh,
Take a look at
nice.
it.
Sweet.
Where's the nat one up? There we go. 2 seconds. Well, give it like 30 seconds. Oh, it's actually only like 5 seconds. There we go.
Smash, smash.
So good.
Ah!
Yeah, it takes
We'll
a
probably
second.
interject like close-ups of Jelly Filler Killer like looking up at his face and then looking down over his shoulder at Mr. Bubble Pops, so we
Yeah.
can get more dynamics there. But yeah,
Mm.
Well, let's check out what Mike's at now. Since you're coloring in your final choice, eh?
I think I'm gonna keep it for these for like styles differences, but definitely like
Mm-hmm.
definitely this.
The mummy version and the fully out warrior version.
I like it.
She lanced it.
All right, thank you for stream today. That was
I had that effect.
that's yes.
Trailer for a new show that David Hayter was writing on. Just talking to me the other day, and it just dropped for Warrior Nun on Netflix. You should give it a watch. It's very unique and interesting. But he got to write on it along with
Warrior.
the showrunner. Warrior Nun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I can probably find one for it, yeah. Warrior Nun trailer.
Just play it on the street.
No, I'm not gonna risk that. I will post it in the restream chat though for everyone to see. But that is the Warrior Nun trailer being produced by Netflix, partly written by David Hare. He's part of the writers team. And the showrunner actually did a bunch of shows like Ghost Hunters and stuff like that. He's a Canadian filmmaker from Vancouver, which is nice. Yeah. I believe it was Ghost Hunters he did. Yeah, Simon Barry's his name. That's the guy who made it. Yeah, he did Continuum, Warrior Nun, Van Helsing, Bad Blood, Creeped Out, Ghost Wars. Yeah, I think it did. That was all filmed in Vancouver. Another Vancouver. In fact, it's even set in Vancouver. Yeah, me too. I was really into it. Did a good
Yeah.
job on it for such a small budget.
That's for sure.
Change much. Okay, fuck it. I thought it was showing, it wasn't, and then I fixed it all, and it literally went back to the exact same visual. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Sketch your body. Sketch your body.
So I just jump over to Travis now and see what he's working on.
Meanwhile, back at the farm.
Hey, me and Natalie are the only one actually on a farm right now.
Hello? Hello?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm from Kansas.
Yeah, you're one big farm.
I'm always in a farm. Where I go, a farm is.
A farm is sure to follow. Roaming the plain.
Picture a herd of barns frolicking through the field.
As
Nice.
you see, the barns roaming in their natural habitat.
So that's what it means when
Scary.
people say raising barns.
Watch out for them Roman barns!
Oh no, they got caught up in a twister!
One of those movies. Have you seen Twister?
Oh yeah.
We should make a movie called Killer Barns from Kansas.
Nice.
I'm sure that's
Oh, yeah.
actually a pitched series for like one of those reality shows. Like,
Yeah.
Y'all come check this barn out.
Yeah, I'm surprised though. I don't think I've ever actually seen Twister, oddly enough.
Oh my
Really?
god, it's okay.
Oh, really?
It's
Despite-
totally
So
okay.
good.
It's fine.
It's
No,
totally
it's a good
okay.
movie.
That's the
Okay.
best way to put it.
Although I would just see it for Philip Seymour Hoffman's character.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, wait, now
I
that think
rewatched,
about it, I've seen snippets.
go ahead.
I've seen parts of it. I think.
Yeah.
I watched Dante's Peak recently, and it was actually holds up. I was quite impressed.
I heard his Inferno is like intense.
Mm.
God damn it!
It's almost your theme song now. God damn it! God damn it!
When enough silence is had, you can hear it.
Yeah.
Stream single-handedly brings back the beat rates.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
And all
Breaking.
the rules.
Yeah. And the internet.
This is my shit now. I ain't thinking. This is my stream.
Remember how you straighten a tie?
Like,
Takes two hands. Well, I guess
does
you
it?
can loosen a tie. You can loosen a tie with one. I guess you could straighten it. You need one to like pull the back flap, and then one hand to like adjust the knot. But you can loosen a tie with one hand. But kind of straightening and fixing it usually requires. It takes two to make a thing go right.
Right.
You know.
I love how songs are our go-to for when we're kind of done talking, but we want to finish up. Like,
You play yourself out. Yeah.
I'm 100% behind that.
It's like that's when we could tell the bit is running out of steam. Just
Song!
do a song.
song, play a song.
Play me out. Yeah. Kind of like the Monty Python Flying Circus thing. It's just and now for something completely different.
Completed.
Like at the end of that bit.
At least they're honest.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a lot of their bits, like they don't have an ending.
Taking 5. Be right
How does
back.
the bit end?
Bit end. Who do you think you are? Continuity? Ha!
Who do you think you are, a drill? A bit end.
Ah! I'll give it to you.
You
I'll
got
give it to
jokes! You don't have to give that to me. I pretty much brutally took that one.
Smacked us all over the head with it.
I did not care who I hurt.
No, you did not. Oh, thank you, YouTube, for sending me an email telling me that I am live. Good. I'm glad.
Believe me, you want that.
True. That's true.
Oh, the things that can go wrong.
Our usual viewers haven't popped in today. No Laura.
Yeah. My mom.
No Nita. No Nita. Yeah, no, your mom's not here. No Eric, Arg.
Oh, good.
It's a chill stream.
Super chill. I can't wait till me and Natalie get our office set up again, because Right now, I'm sitting in my parents' kitchen streaming. She's in my dad's office, cramped in there streaming.
Like any of this.
It's kind of funny. I think when I first thought of this show, like the ratio between like a real estate show and a fantasy or like drama show like was almost like 90-10. I was like, it's mostly a parody of a real estate show but with fantasy elements. But like slowly over the course of developing it, it's like it wavers. Because originally it was like, oh, we have these characters, but they don't really have much backstory aside from like a little subplot. But like eventually it's like, no, it's very like it's all integritous now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just filling out that world, right? Piece by piece, step at a time.
Yeah, and it's like as much fun as it would be just having a whole show that's just a real estate show but with fantasy elements. It's like once you start like developing these characters, it's like, nah, it's gotta have all this extra level of drama and character arcs and stuff.
Yeah, you don't want just that surface level realty thing. That's in fact the real estate stuff is almost the backdrop to what the show is actually about. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It kind of keeps gives it a steady like kind of pace,
Yeah, exactly.
which you can kind of like build off of.
Okay. All right.
Well, it is 1 o'clock, gentlemen, so I'm going to do a little announcement for everybody who's watching and or watching later. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jeff Salmonen. I'm here with Natalie Harvey, Mike Murphy, and Travis Fowler as we do our live streams for you, working on our shows, creative ideas, artwork, and animated series ideas. The goal here is to be as transparent as we can during the process, to show every step of the way, even the roughs, from script to basically animatic, all the way through animation if we get to that point, which we're really hoping for. We're all developing our own ideas together, so make sure you give everybody a follow on their individual pages, as well as follow us, Twitch Pixel Studios, across the web. We're live streaming every Saturday at 3 p.m., till 3 p.m., starting at noon Pacific Standard Time. And you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously, as well as join us in our chat in any of those, and you can chat with other people, as well as ask us questions while we stream. So yeah, thanks for joining us here today. Make sure you find us on all those social networks that you prefer, and make sure you follow our artists directly. As I said before, part of our studio's goal is to make sure that our artists are as included and well known as the voice actors, directors, and creators of the shows, as we feel like they do a brunt of the work and they deserve the credit as well. So make sure you give them a follow and see all the other artwork they work on in their spare time. Spiel over.
Yeah.
Yay! Ally McSpiel.
Ooh. It was. I feel the spiel was good.
Oof.
Call me Steven Spielberg.
Unreal Spiel.
Unreal spiel. I like it.
I have no idea how the heck Cleveland would decorate his house. His house must need to be very minimal.
A minimalist dragon.
Yeah, because like
It's like
he's
one gold in
Yeah,
the
just
corner.
one gold in his horse.
It's just an
Very
empty room and a
small.
piece in one gold. I'm a minimalist.
Oh. I'm gonna give him a.
just sketch it out, see how it works. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be
It's like the
funny.
one gold.
Single gold coin. This is my
He just
whore
turns to
room.
whoever he's trying to show off, and he's like, "I'm a minimalist."
I'll give him like
And then-
a framed, like a framed, like thing of a gold coin on the wall.
No, it should just be on the floor, and you should do the whole dog thing where they turn around 3 times before they lay down on it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And it just is totally gone. You don't know where that gold went. It's gone.
Yeah.
it's totally. It's fun.
I sleep on my gold hoard.
Fuck, I forgot what I called the thing.
The thing.
They call me the thing.
Well, that's awkward. You should really talk to them about that.
It's
You should be
okay.
Respectful.
I don't feel objectified. I am an object of much attention.
Well, where is it all then?
Shut up. Yeah, I still think, Jeff, that the inline style works better for me with my
Yeah.
colors than the outline.
I think
It's really
very your
clean.
style, you know.
It feels
I see
clean to me.
I see so many shows starting to do it too.
I know. I'm too late. I'm too late.
Too late to the party.
Too late, baby. No, it's too late. Now I have to come up with another style.
Yeah, it can always be tricky sometimes when you feel like something that just came out is very close to what you got, like an idea of yours, and it's like, oh no.
It's
Over the
okay. I
old-
mean,
over
there's
the
no
old
such
hat.
thing as an original idea, but there is such thing as an original take. So
That's true.
your take will always be your own. Doesn't matter how similar it looks, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everything is slightly different. Yeah.
Yeah. So
If
So-
anything, it just shows you how good your idea is.
that's what artists tell ourselves, so we feel better about theft.
It's true. It's a line I tell myself a lot.
There's a Pyrrha, and I need to do Gal. Teeth.
Alright guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just taking a quick break for myself here now that Madden's back on stream. Do the old switcheroo. Alright, I shall return in a moment.
can't draw on this layer. Maybe I should make it visible. Oh me.
Oh, the couch surfing bitch. Now they draw everyone with their sad stuff. And all that emotional stuff. Draw everyone being sad.
It's like the only action shot I ever did of Gal doing anything other than like doing a pose.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that black effect thing.
Yeah,
Look
that's the magic like he uses.
Ooh, it kind of makes me think in a good way. It's always a double-edged sword when people are like, that reminds me of.
Yeah.
But no, in the most positive of ways, it makes me think of Medusa from Soul Eater.
Yeah.
And her cool arrow powers. Like,
What I wanted to do was play with negative space, because the blackout, like there won't be anything where like, you know, sometimes in Bleach where like shit's black and then whatever it's over, the colors are just inverted or whatever.
yeah.
I don't want to do
Yeah.
that. I want it to actually block out everything. So I thought it was a cool way and a really easy way to continue doing. You know, like it's not hard. All these are just triangles, but once you cut off the line, the geometric shapes that it spawns really give. Like I impressed myself with the amount of motion that I was able to capture just with geometry. So I liked it so much that I kept it. But now I'm trying to I've never really drawn Gal drawn him out to where I know what his face looks like. I know what his hair does. I know where his headband goes. But his eyes, it's like that thing where did you ever see the Dungeon Fighters? The either the anime or the game. It's an older game. It's a Dungeon Fighter.
I don't think so.
But
I have not.
there's a character that has a headband that's right over his brow ridge, kind of like Solid Snake. So it's interesting how they show that character's
I see.
expressions, because you can't see the eyebrows, you can only see the eyes, and then I don't know, kind of looks like some sort of shark character, or what's that the Naruto character that's like
Kakashi, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to necessarily be like that. So I'm trying to decide, do I want the bandana to morph, you know, basically make it function as his eyebrows, or have them come out. So that's what I'm
You could also do they are just above it for no reason, right? Like a lot of cartoons do.
above it. Yeah, let's try that.
Just
I actually haven't.
eyebrows shit on top of it.
I haven't done that. Yeah, I haven't done it.
Or you can make it just like a definition line in the bandana that's the shape of his eyebrow, but not actually showing the hair. You know what I mean?
Like a
true.
impression.
Yeah,
an
like a
indent?
muscle line almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can get that, because again, whenever you cover the eyebrows, you lose a lot of the emotion in the character's face. So you
Yeah,
really,
that's what I'm.
you can
That's what I'm
find a way
trying
to work it in.
lose, because I don't. That's what I don't want. That's that shit I don't want. That's the shit I don't like. There's not a lot of study or a lot of things online available for character transformations and how you should, what you should do for showing growth and power, or and every show really does that too. Even Keeper does that, right? So
Really?
Yeah.
And I know I was talking about this earlier, but there's also not a lot in terms of like, there's a lot of shape talk, but when you're talking about like, there's a certain protagonist look in the face that are these enduring eyes that I see all the time, and not just anime, but like American animation, and there's really not a lot of resources out there other than like some fucking DeviantArt posts even about it.
You mean just like cataloging examples, or like?
Pretty much like I pull it up and like I don't want to copy. I want to see what is the method in which that makes that work and then make it my own. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
So literally it's just like, oh, I'm gonna pull off ArtStation. How do I get this fucking enduring look? It's like the angles have to be exactly right for it to work. It's crazy.
It's all trial and error, right?
It totally is. Yeah. But it's like, how are you consistent with that too? Once you have
If you
it.
can be, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 99.9999% of animation is problem solving. So that's something you'll work on the fly if you want that endearing look for that specific shot, for that specific scene. You got to keep all the other rules in mind, like the 180-degree rule, the rule of thirds, and make sure you're not crossing the line, so your angles are limited based on the previous shot, or so many rules.
Figure out that way to give him that look of determination and gumption.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Give him that sideways smile.
Ah, I see. Yes.
The old loop on the third grid.
Oh, hang on. There it is. Let's edit tongue. Why not? Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. I'm liking this. That's some big.
You're halfway to a Ninja Turtle.
There's some. Wait. All right, here we go. All right, and then I think Ninja Turtle. What do they do? They do this. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. And then the bandana just kind of like is thrown right there. Like that's it. And then that.
A little
Higgins
too
And
rap.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Higgins heading out. Everything was awesome. Can't wait to see more. Yeah,
and
thanks for stopping by,
and
Tegan.
then that, right? That's how that works, right? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Made it-
Perfect.
you made
Original
it.
character. Do not steal.
You made it cool.
Fan art!
I don't like these
Old
eyes.
Donald
Get out of here.
Donald Angelo.
Double.
Everybody got deep into their work on this.
Yeah. Decided to switch Janet from her usual like
Damn it, Janet.
her usual outfit to like some Greek robes or something for this particular flashback shot. And I'm like, what even like what do these robes look like?
What even are robe?
What is robe?
I love rope.
Are you just looking at the clothes in the clothes store and saying that you love them?
I love rope.
Always very wrinkly with these robes. Were there no irons in ancient Greece?
This is really rubbing me the wrong way.
Have you
guys.
seen? Oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh boy.
I think we know why we're not getting many people visiting our stream now.
All of our terrible jokes.
Oh, they come. They don't stay.
That's right.
It's called consistent viewership.
The opposite of
Why,
emotion.
guys? We have 1 million views, but why did we only have one? Oh, that was me.
So I just realized that I've been muted this whole time since I got back from my
Oh no, what?
Only-
I've done that.
break. Yeah, it's for about 15 minutes now, so.
Oh no.
Womp womp.
Gotta check that OBS before you get back on.
What's sadder?
I
that we
know, I've
didn't
been so
notice?
good.
Or
Yeah, you guys, come on. I've been commenting like. For 15
what do you
minutes
think,
now.
Nat? Okay.
She just always gives me the silent treatment, so I just assumed it was normal.
Oh,
Uh
prepare for more silent treatment.
huh. Yep. Doing it.
Nope, don't like that either. Fuck.
Amazing how many times you have to iterate before you find the thing you want, eh? Like, a lot of people don't get that about artists too. It's like you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
just one and done. It's always hours of agonizing.
Yeah.
And then internalizing that particular rule set on yourself too,
Yeah.
so that you don't, because you like if you don't follow the rules that you made up, you're not gonna be able to draw that character the same fucking way again. It's just you're gonna be like, nope. It looks like if those drawings on notebook paper that like people do of fan art that like this kind of looks like Ichigo.
Kinda.
Kinda.
He looks angry and has a strawberry, an angry strawberry.
Now, I'm not one to ever knock on any artist, but when you show up in Artist Alley and most of your drawings that you're trying to sell are on notebook paper,
Yeah, I mean, back in my day, we didn't have all of these fancy tools.
like fucking
What?
printers?
Staples?
God.
I kind of feel like the printing press is an older technology, isn't it? Kinda.
His fancy pants Gutenberg and his printing press. Back in my day, you wanted a book, you had to copy down all the letters, hey my hand.
You had to memorize that shit while you were there. Like the Bible.
Oh, jeez.
I had to write my own.
You're on what?
Something might have been lost in translation. Just looking at camera accessories right now. The one thing I need is a cold shoe, but I always wonder why is it called a cold shoe?
A cold shoe.
Yeah, it's like a little bracket that you slide like a mic.
It's a
or light into the
bracket.
camera, right? Or a flash on the camera.
Flash. There we go, singing in the silence again, like it's our go-to.
That's fine. It's entertaining.
I think some people would be surprised with their repertoire.
Yeah. We kind of jump all over the place too. Our music is quite diverse.
I love that. There's so many good musics out there. To get stuck in one genre is just to miss out on all the
To
other.
die in stagnation.
I don't know where I was going with that. It was gonna be pretty epic, but then I said like, if you stick with one thing, you miss out on all the other things. Oh, okay. All right, thank
And
you.
you followed that advice mid sentence.
Thank you, Avatar. Some- I mean, how could you have any pudding if you don't have your meat?
Meat. You can't have any meat if you don't eat your pudding. Oh wait, that's not right.
I wish that was right.
Yeah, right? Well, then diabetes would be a much larger problem than it already is.
I mean, can it be? Hello, USA here. In the US, if you just want someone to shut up, like, why don't you walk over to me and say that?
Wow. Yeah.
I'm not sorry.
I don't even know why it's called a cold shoe. And a hot shoe. There's also hot shoes.
Ooh. Okay.
That'd be nice.
Cold shoe would be good in the summertime. Put your shoes in the, your flip flops in the freezer.
You got some of the cold shoes.
Nice. Freezer flippies.
A hot shoe is comprised of the brackets on the top of your camera. No, I don't want your ad. Go away, I'm reading your
Subscribe.
website. Metal brackets you see on the top of your camera, the ones you use to attach an external flash gun to, it's called a hot shoe because it has electrical contacts that send signals from the camera to your flash. Meanwhile, a cold shoe is a receptacle that in many ways looks exactly like a hot shoe, but the difference is it often doesn't have any electrical contacts to trigger any flash gun.
That explains.
There we
Like
go.
they say that things are hot when it's like it's electricity. or
Yeah.
something, like that wire.
Yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah, the cold shoe is literally just the mount part of it without any electrical contact.
Hmm.
Oh, you know.
Now, did you know that? Now you know.
Yeah. What a guy.
I like how he had a show where he just presents facts. People hated him for it.
Right?
That liberal
Oh,
show,
'cause it-
you know he's literally just sciencing, right? Like,
Yeah. There's no agenda there. It's literally just facts that are true.
the agenda is education,
Like
and you're
actual-
against it.
yes.
What does that say about you?
Exactly.
Idiots.
Oh man, there's a show I'm gonna miss.
What's that? Supernatural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it anything? Huh. Well,
Is
not
it?
for
I
our
thought it was already getting canceled. I don't know.
It
I
got
mean,
canceled. As in like, I haven't seen the last season. It's 15, I believe. For a show that was, you know, what a lot of people said wasn't meant to be like past 3 seasons. Fucking awesome.
kept it going.
But I'm not even mad because most of it is actually like good stuff. Like, I loved it. I loved
I mean,
how
I
it
loved
makes fun of itself.
Yes, I watched most of it, but then I realized that half the show is one of the brothers falling down, the other one helping him up, and then him getting knocked down, and the other brother helping him up, and then a bunch of them flying backwards every time someone throws their hand towards them.
Yeah, the consistency of like when can that happen and thwart their entire plan is
Right.
It's like, oh, so they just didn't.
Oh no, you force pushed me, now I can't fight back. And how easily, just like in Star Trek, how easily people get knocked out.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So convenient.
Dude, my thing is like, if you had gone against demons that long and that was their go-to move, wouldn't you have like weighted shoes at that point? Like something, just something like
Yeah.
like Christ crops or something, like Christ Crocs.
Yeah. No, but I mean, but you're right. It went on forever, and even though it went on, they managed to keep it fresh every season. Well, obviously not to the last season, because that's when they got canceled. I bet.
Well, I mean, they've done everything. Like, if you haven't kept
They
up
were-
with
yeah.
it, they met God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't. There's nothing else to do. It's like you've completed all the side story. Like, it's
Yeah.
like I'm not waiting.
Finish all
You
your
can't
side
wait for
quests,
mods
you're
here.
good.
You know what I mean? It's not Skyrim. God, I just cannot get this. Let's just start with eyes.
Have you watched the trailer for Foundation yet? The Isaac Asimov book being made by Apple.
No.
Oh, it looks
Is
so
is
good.
is that the same? Is that in the same book of the short stories with Isaac Asimov?
No, I think the Foundation series is a series of his books, actually.
Okay, because I love there's this noir one that he did with like a guy with a dog face. I know I keep talking about it because I can't fucking find it. There's a guy with, it's like this noir. You follow this detective and he goes and visits this guy who literally got a bulldog face for a face because that's what they can do in that area. But the whole aesthetic is before Blade Runner was ever out, but it was Blade Runner, and
Yeah.
there was this assassin who came after him because he got too close to the truth, and he had a detachable thumb that he used as a whip, and it had like a the string was less than a cell thick, so it just cut through anything. And
Wait a minute, a detachable thumb with a blade thing, or a thing, that reminds me a lot of Johnny Mnemonic.
yeah, but this was a short story, it's in the same series that iRobot was.
Oh, yeah,
The same book series. I just
I just shared the link in Discord.
I wanna
in
see
Restream
it.
And Discord
I
for
wanna see
Foundation.
yes.
It looks like a full-on space opera. Like it's big.
Good, man.
gonna be big.
Good. Like after Valerian, I was worried about space operas.
Yeah, I mean, I like the movie for its visual candy, and of course, I love what's the face, the director, because it's the Fifth Element and all of that. But it just didn't click with me. You know?
I think
Yeah.
it was the editing. Honestly, I think they probably had to cut so much that you didn't get the
Yeah.
bonding that you
Yeah.
were supposed to have between the two lovers and that sort of thing, and it just
Mm.
that's why I love Rihanna's character. I love like how they found it. Like, there's a lot of good storytelling in that, but it just felt like we didn't earn a lot of moments.
Yeah, they crammed too much in, so we didn't really get to explore any individual idea in detail. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like the way you
That's
put that,
too
Mike.
bad
We didn't
because
earn
I love the
Luke
Fifth Element.
Besson, that's the name of it. Luke Besson.
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 Oh.
Luke Besson.
Listen here.
Lukewarm Besson. Lukewarm croissant.
I like my food lukewarm. Ah,
I like my food, Luke Skywalker.
I'll be so sad when Mark goes, man.
Yeah.
But at least he'll just turn into a blue glowy.
Let's become a Jedi good.
And then he will haunt George Lucas for the rest of his life. What did you do to my legacy? No one deserved this. No one.
Hey! Nita's here! Come on,
Hey,
Chilla. Oh boy,
our crew is
Terry's in the building! You were missed, Mike, she says. Yes, you were missed, Mike. We missed you.
I missed me too.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Jeez.
keep stopping on phone. I'm talking with the person in ER right now.
Mm.
Which is a good sign. Because it means
Yes.
they're still talking. Let's get this. Get out of here. Would you just get.
There's one backpack I want to buy for all our camera gear, but it's $317. I cannot justify that for a backpack.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's
Almost as
expensive
much as I
some
paid for
reason.
my drone, which goes into the said backpack.
Yeah, that's how that works.
It always puzzles me how backpacks are so expensive. Like, whenever I go to Target or even during back to school time, it's like, oh boy, backpack, and it's like $80. I'm like, why?
I think it has something to do with like A, gouging obviously, but B,
Yeah.
just the sheer amount of stitching on a backpack. And like if you look at like a good coat's gonna cost you at least $100. And
Yeah.
a backpack's meant to hold like fucking not just a human, but like anything. You put a rock in a backpack and it's supposed to hold. So like I feel like that's supposed to be expensive, and not $300 expensive, but I know some open water swimmers who basically like $1,000 on their gear. That's just like packs to withstand salt water, weather, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So.
Let's see, Mom says, love the meeting.
Oh,
Well, let me translate. Love how the angle or thickness of a line conveys meaning. Jeff, I am still enjoying the footage from your home. So beautiful.
Aw.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Unfortunately, I can't really show much today. I tried editing it while on stream last time, and it broke my stream.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, you did. It was awesome. I was showing off all the footage of the drone I had taken.
How smooth
showing
is
off
it?
the valley.
Is it like because
It's so smooth.
Okay,
Even
so
on a
I
windy
could-
day I was filming.
could I? Because I'm looking to like I want to budget correctly for my grant funded project, and like I don't think I need a crane if I have a drone. I don't need a crane shot. I don't need all that shit if I can get away with a drone being.
Yeah, so we bought the DJI Mini Mavic, or Mavic Mini, and it's new firmware update lets you now fully control the camera's ISO, white balance, and exposure settings, so now
That's
it's a
great.
professional grade video camera. And even in the wind, and I did a pan around, that you can see the drone compensating for the wind and everything, but the shot itself stays super stable. However, if you want to capture any dialogue or voiceover or anything during the filming, you can't, because obviously the drone itself is very loud, right?
Oh, I mean, I would just overdub, like you know how.
Yeah. Anita, whoa, you broke the stream of the shadow chat. Yeah, I broke the stream. Well, my stream personally. The other 3 people were working fine, but
His
I
computer
just- my
it fucked up so bad
it shit the bed. It shit the bed for sure.
that it
Trying to do
ruined
a
the whole
4K footage while also streaming.
Oh.
And so back to the Mavic Mini though,
Yeah.
Mike, I highly suggest it because it's under 250 grams, which makes it technically a toy, which means you don't need to register it, you don't need to get a license for it, you can fly pretty much anywhere. It has the app built in just like every other Mavic Mini or Mavic Air,
To
which
stop
shows
you.
you the no-fly zones
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I
Does it
highly
have a
suggest it.
third
It's
person follow?
No, it does not. The follow, and it doesn't have optical avoidance cameras, so you gotta be much more careful when flying it. But they had to take that stuff out in order to make it under 250 grams. But overall, it looks the shots look fantastic. Heck, I'll bring up a couple for you on the stream here.
There's some shots there.
You can get anything you want as long as you don't need audio, essentially, right? Alright.
Grabbing all my tabs closed on screen.
Yep.
That's not cheating.
No.
Ew. Find the one. There we go, yeah. So, if you watch there, Mike, I'll bring this video up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when the video's caught up. I'm gonna pause it. Should be this next one. I'm
Wow.
on the screen. It's super smooth, eh?
It's better than someone walking with a handheld.
It's absolutely
yeah.
better than that, yeah. So yeah, here we go. So I should be pausing right about here, and I'll hit play for you.
Yeah.
And you'll see I kind of do some fly through. I fly up to the building. I even go inside the building. You know, let's get a bit further here.
Technically, if you play it and you just watch the stream and walk around it like you're seeing the footage.
That's true. That's true. Well, no, because it
No,
won't
'cause
match
then
up
on the
with what.
stream-
what
Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So that's like the fly in you'll see there. And it's super smooth. It gets in there. It has a little trouble when it went indoors because the wind in there is it's a bit of a wind tunnel because there's no window in the big open area
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
And then I
that
flew
your
it out and I
dad?
took a shot of the field. That's my dad working on the thing. Yeah. Pause that there for a sec. And then so the next part you'll see, I'll skip ahead here and I do a fly over the horse field with the horses in the back, but then I do a nice pan up to the valley that we're living in, the Fraser Valley, right along the Fraser River there. And you'll notice like how smooth, like it looks
Yeah,
like a
that's
professional
great.
Hollywood crane shot, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And this was what?
So I aim down here. The stream is now showing it aimed down, but then when you watch and I get the smooth movement, I'm actually strafing while turning and going up at the same time on the controller, completely manual for that shot. And you see the mountains and the valley and everything. It's almost.
Wow, I
there.
love that.
Catch up.
And this was
then-
only
yeah, you get that
$300?
professional- no, all in all for the Fly More pack, I think it was like $750, including shipping and all that.
Canadian.
But the Fly More pack comes with 3 batteries and a 3 battery charger, and you only get about 20 minutes of flight time per battery. So, it's definitely worth getting the Fly More pack. I think it's like $150 more on top of just the base drone pack, so it's totally 100% worth it.
Is there a place up there in the mountains where it's just trees for a while?
Oh yeah.
Oh, lots.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, I
you're
mean,
surrounded
I'm
by
sure,
rainforest.
but like, I mean, like where you can't see anything but trees. There's like no houses.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of places up there you can do. Up here you can do that.
Heck yeah.
I would love to just like
And then the second shot I open here is a nice pan down into the yard.
some
over the
instrumental
mountains.
music with just visuals from that. Oh, that's beautiful.
And then
Right.
it's, come on, stream. Here you go. Now I'm opening up. And this one is just literally just a pan down from the valley, showing the mountains right down into my hand.
Oh my God! But
And
this would
it's
also be
super
a
smooth.
great way to open into like.
Any show.
Oh my God! This would be great. Just 2 people sitting on a bench, just like clerks. Literally just
Yeah.
opens like this.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so it turned out really good.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference for amateur filmmaking when they have it. 'Cause now you get all these complicated shots you couldn't get without ridiculously expensive equipment, you know.
And it doesn't have sensors though.
This one doesn't have the obstacle avoidance sensors. It does have some quick shot modes like the droney mode where it zooms back away from you, the spiral mode where it zooms away from you in a circle and goes up at the same time while keeping you tracked in the middle. And then it has the circle mode which has active tracking. You can actually move and it'll follow you while it's going around you, but it doesn't have the like full-on automated tracking. And then the second part is that it doesn't have the obstacle avoidance cameras in the 4 corners of it, so it won't be able to compensate or fly
But
away
it
from
does-
things if you're running.
It does have like it'll stop itself from hitting the ground. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, it has the bottom. It has the bottom sensors 100%.
Okay, cool.
That's the most important one to me.
Yeah,
However,
same.
I have some close calls already with it because it doesn't have the obstacle avoidance ones.
Oh no.
The next drone we're getting is about $2 grand Canadian or something like that with all in. It's the Skydio 2 and it's 100% automated tracking and it looks amazing. I'll link it to you. Skydio 2. And when you watch all the videos on their site and you see how their drone sees the world and tracks and everything,
Yeah.
it's very impressive. So if you scroll all the way down that page, there's one part called Real Intelligence, and you watch the video there, and it actually shows the drone tracking its own movements and the mountain bikers' movements, and it's flying through trees and gaps that are only like a couple feet wide and everything, all by itself, following him.
Where
But it
did
also
you-
shows the infrared view it uses.
Okay,
It should be in Discord there. Travis's mom said. Travis's dad says, "Shit, the bed too." Travis, good guy, bad guy, determined guy.
You
What are
said
those items around
it's
his neck?
$2,000?
Canadian probably. I think, yeah. All in, because you want to buy all the accessories and stuff. Right?
Yeah, the character that I was drawing on earlier is kind of a wide shot of Karen, the real estate broker for the firm. So she's very cutthroat and very determined. But yeah, she has those big giant necklace beads around her neck. And she's kind of looking up at this big scary shadow.
Then she says, "Travis, that character looks like I feel after working outside for a while."
Yeah, and that character is over here is the human resources manager, who's like this ghoul. I'm drawing him very exasperated.
You know, a couple of days working on the farm here, I felt like a ghoul, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's good for you.
It really is. I've already noticed loss of weight and gain of muscle, so that's good.
It's also bad for you.
No.
Overheating.
Rain's really coming out down. Hopefully I won't lose power a little bit.
Oh man. Yeah, there's a big ass storm system that started this morning at about 3 a.m. CST. Yeah, big.
We're getting
big
rain right now too.
I think it's going south though. You're in Atlanta?
Yeah, we're a ways away, but I mean, weather moves pretty fast.
I think it's going south. See, it's like the whole Midwest, and then it's going southeast.
Okay.
Oh my, she is a girl.
Yeah. Maybe the storm will run into all that Sahara dust that's currently covering.
And then you'll get mud storms.
Yes.
Or worse, it'll cut the static discharge from all of the dust in the air because the air would be so hot. You just get massive tornadoes. All right.
Yay! And there was much rejoicing.
And there was much rejoicing.
Cool, and that's moving forward. What's going on there?
Oh dang, got his ball busted.
That's right. His dome is smashed open. Gumballs everywhere.
Oh.
Yep. And Jellyfiller Killer has his prize extracted from his dome,
Dome.
which is not actually a gumball, it's something else entirely.
Ooh.
It may look like a gumball. It is
It
not.
may act like a gumball. It may talk like a gumball. Wait.
No spoilers. Except
Damn
for the storyline.
Ooh.
Yeah, Anita, we all have drawing tablets. Walk on. I believe we're all on Walk On, aren't we?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Waka.
Honestly, it changed everything for me. I've never been a traditional artist by any means. I hate not being able to undo my mistakes. I hate having to redo things when I don't have to. So digital art has changed my life.
Yeah.
It's also maybe lazy and sloppy, but whatever.
No.
Gets the job done. Derbs.
Right now.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's more. We lost their gerbs.
Who's gonna take the new ones?
It's a very good question.
Motivated people.
Motivated people.
Motivated people.
That's what I want.
None of them. None of them debated. Like that. What did I do here? I see.
What you do?
The other day, I noticed that Skyrim was on sale for like $15 on Steam. I ended up playing it on the PlayStation 4 when I first got it, but I ended up being like, I'll get it on my computer.
It's a good call.
Started playing as like a necromancer.
Yeah.
And which I'm usually I'm a bashy person. I like going around to hit things with warhammers is usually my style. But this time I was a necromancer, and it feels so efficient to just be like, I've killed this zombie. I'm gonna make him my zombie, and now I'll use him to fight other zombies.
Yeah.
Just something and then after that,
Necromancers are the laziest.
it is. You're just like, I'll make him do it.
You work your people to death.
Yep.
Yes, exactly, Jeff.
No, I think it's more.
Well, it could be boo too. They get
guess so.
ghosts, right? I'm pretty sure they get ghosts too.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Very critical ghosts. Ooh.
Boo.
That'd be the worst kind of haunting. Just a very critical ghost. He's not scary. He doesn't try to scare you, but he's very critical of everything you do.
You're just trying to like entertain your guests, and you just boo.
It's like the heckler
They
ghost,
stop
a
coming to
ghost
see you,
heckler.
and they actually like him a lot more.
He's got so much charisma for a dead guy.
It's the ghost of a comedian. Boo! He's like he's living
The
his
haunted
best heckler.
comedy club.
Yeah.
What a joke, no joke.
Haunted comedy. Yeah, they're a tough crowd. Boo! No, that means they like you. They like you.
Then draw tomorrow.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Cannot get anything good today. Ugh.
Nah.
Let's see. Love the hair, Travis. Good to see you all and to feel the art. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
As long as the art is felt.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be mistaken for a fart, because that would suck.
Depends on what you're into.
Very much so. You're
Suppose.
right. And how? And how?
And how?
And how?
And whomst did it? And whomst?
Oops.
Whomst did it?
Oops, there it is.
Whomst did it?
Oops, where he is.
Damn.
Let's take a look at Mike. What are you doing there? Alright, he's got a call, so I'm gonna put him up and make it real awkward.
Yeah.
It's good though. Show off what he's working on for a bit.
Yeah. It always reminds me of.
Yeah, I love that style, the no outlines. It really does work for his
Yeah.
characters.
Does it look like Hugh Jackman a little bit to you?
What was that?
Does that character look like Hugh Jackman a little bit to you?
Yeah,
If
there
he was
a Hugh
anime.
Jackman anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of looks like just an angry triangle with hair. Consummate face! I said consummate! I want no majesty but came up with him in the face. That happened, boys.
So good.
Oh, strong bad.
Yep. I wonder if that holds up.
Did you say something there, Nat? You're really quiet in Discord.
I said I wonder if that holds up. Strong bad.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah?
I guess Mike's the life of the party, because every time he leaves, we go quiet. Life of the party chat.
Yep. I think it's safe to say he is.
You still working there, Travis?
Yeah, working on
Good.
stuff.
Stuff you
I'm
can't
drawing all the
really
other
talk about.
Oh sure, yeah. I'm drawing all the kind of sad stuff with all the other characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or like the kind of I guess the drama for all the characters. Some of it's sad, some of it's not. Like this, right now I got Fern the Dryad like snipping a flower. Like there's a flower growing off of his finger, and he's like trimming it, kind of in with a look of. No.
I meant, are you still working professionally?
Oh, so yeah, so they just yeah. But no, yeah, working from home with Bento still.
Nice.
Keeping us
Very
busy,
good.
but yeah, no problems on that front.
Yeah, I'm glad they were quick to jump on getting everything done remotely.
Yeah, I know it was a bit of a hassle the first week because a lot of people had to get like computers from the office to get the
Shipped
same
to
kind
them.
of. Yeah. So a lot of the iMacs, the big iMacs we use at work, were all brought to people's houses and stuff. But I have Harmony on my PC, so my transition was pretty easy.
Yeah, they must have loved that, eh?
Right.
But it looks like you guys have adapted well enough. It could almost be a regular pipeline thing now, eh?
It's true. Yeah, I don't know how our numbers are doing. If we're more productive now or not. I know I'm definitely eager to get back to the studio. Though I'm missing the people.
Yeah.
Camaraderie.
Yes. Yeah, we had and we weren't like we weren't always in your face with all the coworkers, but it was nice to like, I don't know, we have communal like. Every day we have like a food thing. Like we have like bagels on Monday, and, like cereal on Wednesday, and donuts on Friday.
Dang.
Just like hanging out with people during lunch. Like,
Aw. That sounds nice.
yeah. Yeah.
Distance is no longer the same as it used to be when you couldn't see each other through a camera millions of miles apart. It is the future.
Future.
Just about halfway through Last of Us 2.
Ah, nice.
It's getting so good. Feels, all the feels. I don't know why people are complaining about it. I know a lot of people complaining it's just more of the same thing. I'm like, but it's a story-driven type of game. Of course it's the same game mechanics. It's telling a good story.
Yeah. A great story.
Great story, yeah. I would put it up there with freaking Game of Thrones, man. It is really good so far. I won't spoil anything, but it sure is whew, intense would be the best way to put it.
Yep. I'll never get sick of that game.
So again, typical announcement time for everybody who has either just joined us or doesn't know about us or going to watch this video later. I am Jeff Salmon. I am here with Natalie Harvey, my love of my life and co-founder of Quizzical Studios. We are a studio dedicated to building animated series and comics and art and lots of fun stuff, all here live with you on the stream. Our goal is to bring forward all the artists and creatives who work on these ideas and make them just as important as the voice actors who voice the characters or the directors and producers that make the shows, because we feel that they deserve just as much credit because they actually do a good brunt of the work, as Travis and I can attest to. And so really, I really suggest you take a look at my top corner screen there. You can see you can find us on Twitter and on Instagram for each of our artists. Follow them individually if you like, or follow Twitch Quizzical Studios as a whole, or both. Would be great. So make sure you hit that share and subscribe. We are live streaming every Saturday at around the same time, which is about noon PST till about 3 o'clock. It kind of varies depending on the day. And we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch simultaneously. You can join us on chat in any three of those platforms, and we'll be able to see what you're saying and talk back with you and ask questions about what we're doing. Feel free to join in. It'd be great. And yeah, make sure you hit that share and subscribe button. Back to the drawing and art.
Yeah.
Getting quicker at those.
Yeah. That one was good.
Yes, my audio is still working. Yay!
Woo!
What's the character doing there, Travis? Flicking something or cutting their finger off?
Yeah, they got like a flower growing out of their finger because they're the plant person.
Ah,
They're, like,
yes.
snipping it off.
That's
Pruning,
really
if you
cool.
will.
Yes, yes.
Trimming the verge.
That's neat.
Not finished hinting at everyone's baggage.
Yeah.
I have to do a very busy and stressed out. Easily.
Hey Nat, just wanted you to double check. You had your Discord muted, but did you also mute your OBS?
I did, but it's definitely unmuted now.
It's definitely unmuted now?
Yep.
Okay. Still want to miss yelling at me. People still hear your Discord if that's muted.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. I checked. That one's in eyesight, although I did miss it once, so you were right to ask me, but yeah. It's
Just
good.
want to make sure. My job is
Yeah.
the producer, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for checking.
New Star Wars Squadrons game coming out with full VR support.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I've never been a really big flight sim or space sim guy. I like being able to fly my ship as well as get out and walk around and explore. Never those
Yeah.
games that are just strictly in your ship. I've never really been into them, but this one does look pretty fun, and with 5-player co-op,
Woo!
Oh, nice.
and a single-player campaign.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Not often they do that, especially not EA.
Yeah.
Watch they make us use microtransactions to pay for the VR.
Yeah. All
Aw.
those lasers aren't free.
That's right. Pew pew. A
One's
dime
got a
each.
hyperdrive. You gotta get paying.
Can't even fly the ship out of the hangar until you buy a bunch of stuff from microtransactions.
Right now I'm drawing these like kind of inbox and outbox type of form stacks.
Oh yeah.
And it makes me think of when I was working at the multiple listing service. We'd have days. It was very old school. Like the job I had could have very easily been automated. But like where all of the real estate firms would basically send in their checks, like these checks to the multiple listing service. And so I'd have to like open like hundreds of envelopes, take out the checks, stamp them to like these forms, and like have like an actual stamp that I stamped all these things
Wow.
on. But just doing
It's
that.
very analog of you.
Yeah, they still got faxes all the time.
Whoa.
And everything was done through the mail, and I'm just like, emails exist.
You do realize that email exists, yes?
But if I let them know that, they probably get rid of my apartment.
Yeah, just, holy crap, bro.
Like, don't let them know.
It's the internet.
Yeah.
They had like use a program to scan all these handwritten forms and like digitize them. So, and then it was my
Oh,
job to
jeez.
like update update all the servers and stuff with the new information.
Holy.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you could have found better ways to do that, for sure.
Yeah, it was a very mindless job. So I mostly just listened to podcasts all day.
As is tradition. Hopefully next weekend our little micro office is doing. His brother got the new trailer too, so we're now living in a full-size trailer now, not just a tiny little camper.
That's awesome.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
kinda
what
like
a
having
difference.
house. What was that, Ed?
What a difference.
What a difference. The poor Serenity, our dog, is so tiny in that tiny one. She just felt like she couldn't even wag her tail without hitting something. It's just curled up.
Yeah.
Floral, sad.
Aw. Oh yeah, much happier. And the cat, even though it was still big to a cat, but Edward's happier.
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, she's happy pretty much anywhere. That cat is easy to move with.
Yeah, thankful for that.
I think it's more my sanity that I'm happy about.
Mm-hmm. Which in turn makes me happy.
Yeah, which then in turn makes me happy. And it's a vicious cycle.
The most vicious. I really like that angle you chose, Travis. That top down into the office.
Was it?
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's this kind of like weird, like I guess kind of like almost fish, a little bit fish-eyed, maybe at the bottom, particularly whenever the thing catches up. But yeah, I'm looking down at Cleveland in his little office. Gonna be all these
Yeah.
like framed things on the walls,
Ooh.
like documents and pictures.
All their
and stuff.
accolades.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, angles make a difference. I'm still learning to realize that not everything has to be straight on. I'm still bad for that, but
I mean, I requested with Unicorn Dick to keep it simple because
Yeah.
we want our rigs to be simple, so we can't use too many extreme shots, right?
It's true. Yeah.
But someday on a different show, oh boy, be so dynamic.
So she'll overkill it.
Yeah, yeah. Everything will be extreme. Bird's eye, worm's eye, all that stuff.
A birdworm's eye.
Yeah, I'll just create new angles.
Well, I know we were talking about the new Harmony the other week, or I think it was last week.
Yeah, Harmony
they were,
20.
yeah. Thinking of the perspective thing made me think of they were showing about some of the perspective tools in it, and it blew my mind because I guess I knew that fisheye and VR perspectives are I know that they're a thing, but like I didn't know that they were like considered like 4, 5, and 6 point perspective. But like when they were showing them off, my head just exploded because I'm just like, what? You could do like 5-point perspective?
That's
Yeah.
too many points.
I can't even conceive.
I can't get any perspective on this. It's too many points.
What's the point?
Message from Mike. He's on hold.
I'm on hold.
emergency room.
Emergency room. Oh, okay, yeah, checking in on his friend.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
such a heartfelt, caring dude. We
Yeah.
love him. One of
Yeah. One of the 2 or 3 reasons.
I wonder if he's watching the stream right now.
He's being like, say more jokes.
that, Dad said the window is actually ready to go in today, so we'll be able to throw that down.
Nice. That'll make a nice big difference to the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty stoked. Do you guys know how you're gonna frame that top round part? The
One
arch?
says he's got some type of wood that you can actually easily, like basically soak, and it'll bend into shape, and then you can bend it around, and when it dries, it'll harden that way.
Cool.
So with that, we'll frame in for the top part, and then we just build a box around that, and yeah, that should be that. It's definitely gonna be a tricky little thing you gotta figure out, but we can probably do it. I have faith.
Yeah. Well, that'll be more interesting content then for the little thing. Recordings. Yeah.
The making of our tiny micro office column thing.
Yeah. That.
I'm just eager to get it all done, painted, get the flooring down, and then we can actually move in. All the electronics are done. The outboard electronics for the hookups for the trailer are done.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much ready to move the trailer over there and then consider it its final spot, essentially. But we got them with the decking in around the outside.
Yeah. That'll be nice when we have that little deck too.
All these picture frames.
Jeez.
Nice.
Well, just to like kind of get the
At
idea.
least- Yeah, at least with backgrounds, once it's done, it's done. It's not like you have to go through and animate all those individual frames or anything, right?
Right, yeah.
That would be the fun part to me, adding in all those little details.
That's the fun part for you. I remember
Yeah.
giving you free reign and things like Worlds Beyond the Grave when you were trying it, and like every panel had so much little tiny details in it.
Yeah. Could go overboard, but at least with a comic, it's. You do want to have. You know, you can put all that extra detail in because the person flipping the page can stop and stare at it as long as they want.
Exactly. You know, and you kind of want that because otherwise the panels just fly by and you're at the end of the comic in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also find a lot of comics out there, they go a little overboard to the point that it's hard to read the panel, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
it just
yeah.
detracts, right?
It's always a balance and everything. Same with animations, you want to make sure that you're directing the eye to the right point. Even with live action films, for that matter, right?
Yep.
It looks like we're all getting close to actually jumping into some animation for these. Although with you, Travis, I guess you're gonna have to do a bunch of voiceover recording and music recording first, eh?
A little bit, yeah. I may do like a, well, yeah, I guess that's true. Because I know I'll do is like I may do a scratch track where it's just me doing all the voices for general timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a lot of it, there are people talking in all the shots, so yeah, I'll need to have some voiceovers and stuff.
Well,
Got a few
free to
people.
leverage all of us for it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if it's not what they end up being in the final product, you know, at least we can get something up and running.
Yeah.
It's nice to stream a bit of animation too and show off a bit more of these actual tools as opposed to just the drawing stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I think I have a few shots that can be done without any extra voices. That might be something I could save for some of the streams.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like those run cycles I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. And if you build those run cycles as part of the rig, then you can just keep reusing them, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's searching me on LinkedIn. You appeared in 240 searches this
Whoa.
It's
Impressive.
funny. Everyone in my Bento box has gotten a connection request from this company that makes bento boxes,
Aw.
the
Actual
lunch
bento
box. And I'm like, that's not. It says in Bento Box Entertainment and that we do animation stuff, but they're always like, we make bento boxes. Obviously, we need to be a connection. And I'm like, no, we don't really.
Definitely do not.
How little looking did you do to realize that that's not what we do?
I mean,
Yeah.
99% of those are automated, right? You
Yeah.
hit accept and then you get spammed with a message.
Yeah.
I ignore most of them. So many VFX studios like, can we partner with you on something?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, did you read anything that we talked about? And this one guy sent me a message about their new crowd systems, and I was saying to myself, well, if the crowd systems, and they're for Unreal Engine, so I was like, okay, that's kind of a tribute to what we're doing. But if they checked a little further, they realized we do 2D, and so I asked, do you do 2D? He's like, well, unless you're using the 3D bones. I'm like, well, obviously I wouldn't be, it's a 2D show. Like, do a little due diligence, maybe, just a little. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. But again, it was probably automated.
Yeah. I often get linked to things where it's like, do you know so and so? Connect with them, and I'm like, I don't know who they are.
Quit
Yeah.
making me be friends with people. I gotta get back into doing some more 3D stuff, though. I think I want to relearn ZBrush now.
Oh yeah.
A few years since I used it. I'm sure there's tons of freaking sweet tools.
Tell our audience about ZBrush, Jeff.
What was that, Nat?
Tell our audience about ZBrush. Or ZBrush.
ZBrush. Sorry, ZBrush, because I'm Canadian.
It's a sculpting tool, right? I guess I'm too quiet. You can hear me.
I can barely hear you. You keep cutting out in Discord. You have to talk with gusto if you want Discord to pick you up.
Yeah.
The live stream of Keeklets.
Yes.
Well, Mike's doing okay there.
Yeah.
His friend was in the hospital with some issues. He did okay.
Yeah, he's been gone a little while longer than I thought he would be.
Well, he messaged saying he's on hold with the emergency room, so he's probably still on hold. There he is. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no. Who's in your...
Hmm.
Yeah. And you guys pay for that. Like, we get free healthcare here, so that every mistake they make, she has to pay for, which is ridiculous.
Wow.
Well, they'll find a way. They always do. They're super reliable when it comes to that. Who? Yeah.
Might as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jeez. No fun.
Yeah,
No,
really.
That's mental abuse, technically.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hey, now, is your door open there?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
They're on the phone, so they're talking louder.
Are you still on hold too? Check for that. Oh, your camera's off on OBS, by the way. No, it humanizes you. It humanizes you.
Yeah.
But for her, unfortunately, it's a dehumanizing moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole medical system in the States, it's not about care, it's about profit for the most part. Not even for the doctors who are in there, it's for the companies who supply them all. The doctors are actually kind of screwed over too. Fixing. Yeah. Minimum quotas. Nope.
Yeah, totally.
Totally cool, dude. We appreciate that you care about your friends, because not a lot of people would do what you do. Exactly. This is exactly an example of what the world needs to become. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, we caught up though. It's good. It's good. Okay, man. Well, you take care and give your friend all our best wishes, even though best wishes aren't really great.
Yeah.
As always. I've noticed that this has been a huge stress reliever, even for me. Every time we do it, I feel great after.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Oh, man, that's rough.
Yeah, it's rough, but you know, it happens. At least they're getting the care right now, even though it's not great. At least it's not sitting at home wondering what the heck is going on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
I'm definitely shoot doubling up if I do that.
Do what?
I'm putting up so that it's not just a blank spot where Mike was. I was going to put up the information about our contact and our social streams, and now I realize that I already have that up on mine.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay, we made it nearly to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 minutes left.
Everyone feeling productive today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. I like it because we keep each other going. That's really the whole point of the stream, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
Yep. Not doing it alone.
The hardest part of doing art is the motivation, you know?
I'm usually very easily distracted.
Very easy.
I'll be like, let me put something on first, and then I'll just scroll through Netflix or Hulu for like an hour and not choose
and
anything.
not watch anything, yeah.
I'm just like,
The great browsing debate.
yeah.
How much time do you spend watching shows versus finding shows? Problem is, getting too many platforms.
That's true. Well, I'm tempted to like it seems like there's a lot of stuff. I'm on the fence with like getting the HBO Max at this point, because like there's a lot of stuff coming out that like they've got like Adventure Zone, Adventure Time new episodes.
Yeah.
Like there's that new show by the guy who made Regular Show coming out on that. Like, a couple other things that seem good, but I'm also like, I want to pay an extra $12 a month.
Right? It's a hard sell on me right now. A lot of these package deals, until they start conglomerating under a package deal where you get all of them, I think it's going to be a big problem for the streaming industry for a while, where people's divided with at least divided audiences.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard. It's like, some of them have things I want, and a lot of things I don't. And
Yeah,
on different
and if they have
places.
only like one show I care about, then do I really want to have to pay a monthly fee for that one show, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I've watched everything I wanted to watch on Disney Plus.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
Then I'm like, I've rewatched all the Disney movies, all the like classic ones. Some of the
Yeah.
We
shows.
did that too. That's the thing is, once your platform runs out of content, you're out. Like,
Yeah.
people are gonna wander away, right? And I think that's the biggest thing that streaming networks are having an issue with, is that you can't make content fast enough for viewers anymore, and there needs to be more content, but they still are going by the stringent rules of Hollywood, where you have to, you know, make a show in a certain way with a certain producers with a certain, like, and they're getting in the way of progress now instead of pushing us forward. And I think it's part of the reason I got frustrated with the industry as a whole and decided to kind of just do my own thing too, is I want to make shows that I want to watch. I want to make shows that producers aren't going to muddle their hands in and say, no, you can't do it, because a lot of the shows that are super popular now, they gave the creator full control, and that's why they're good. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many kind of positions in the film industry that could be removed. Like, I know it causes people to lose their jobs, but if their position no longer serves the industry, then it shouldn't exist anymore, you know?
Yeah, so we gotta really take stock about what things are working or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, the industry's so old and so ingrained in people that they have a hard time looking at new ways of innovating, even just innovation in general. And I think that's something that we as a company should really strive for, is really together as Twitch Pixel making it new, and a new system from the ground up, a new foundation to grow new ideas from, you know? Which is really where I feel bringing you guys to the forefront as the artists and the animators who work on those shows is important. Thanks to things like live streaming video games, has proven that people want to see the people who actually do the stuff too, not just the people who play it or just the people who make it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a little bit of a ego thing too. Me as an animator wish we got more credit as animators, since we do a good chunk of all the work on something, you know, and then you get 2 or 3 people getting the pure credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to work fine, but it's just not anymore. We need a new way, guys. Let's work together on finding a new way.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared to take a risk and do it, because, I mean, hell, why not? Nothing holding me back. I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with what we're trying to do, but, you know, if we're successful at it, then what does it matter?
Exactly.
And if I could make a new platform that enables artists and enables creators to have more control over their ideas and be able to actually make shows that are passionate about them, heck yeah, I'm 100% behind that. And that's also why I like about working at smaller companies like Bento Box, for instance. You guys still kind of get that indie feel, even though you're technically a service studio.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is probably why you missed your team, you know?
Totally, yeah. Like, we just hang out in the break room and laugh about dumb stuff.
Well, you get to hang out with us and laugh about dumb stuff once a week at least.
Yeah.
So, when you're working remotely, are you just by yourself, or do you guys go on Zoom and work together?
Sometimes we have Zoom meetings. We haven't had as many lately, but we tried doing like because we used to have the dailies meetings where we'd like look at everyone's stuff and give critiques, and it kind of got everyone on the same page.
Yeah.
And we did a little bit of that when we started, but like it hasn't been as frequent lately.
It's kind of harder with the logistics, right? And I think they'd rather
Yeah.
have you guys putting the effort doing the actual animation, getting the work done. And
Yeah.
then they can
definitely.
sit down and kind of discuss and critique amongst themselves, which is kind of almost nicer in a respect, because then you're not getting this direct, in-your-face feedback. You know?
True, but it's good to know, like, because a lot of times when I'm in dailies and someone has a mistake in their shot, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm doing the same thing.
You kind of learn from it too, right?
Yeah, you figure out what are some of the common issues that we are all facing.
That makes sense. I can get that.
But at the same time, it does often does often have that same problem where it's like it could have just been solved in an email kind of thing.
Yeah.
The old, that old thing. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy the daily meetings.
I'm just stoked that the animation industry itself is the kind of industry that can weather something like the COVID pandemic. You know, the live action
yeah.
film, you need extra ground.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah.
you need actors, you need sets, you need locations, and sometimes you need crowds of people. And that's a risky thing to go through, you know.
Mhm.
And a friend, Eric Hart, who actually jumped in the stream, he works in the film industry doing set decoration and stuff like that. And so, luckily for him, they've got some pretty good things in place to keep people distance and all that stuff. But still, it's a risk. And he's got a kid, he lives with an older lady who's got, immune compromised. And so the animation industry, though, I mean, you could have been working remotely the entire industry.
It's true.
I was wondering why they didn't. It's actually cheaper to not have to have people in the house. Mind you, the technology had to get there too.
That's true. Like, yeah, I think the progress on virtual meetings these days has gone way up.
Yeah.
Exactly. But baby steps, you can't change an entire industry overnight without massive repercussions, so you gotta take your time, build up to it, let the smaller studios take more risks and build a platform that large studios can adopt,
Mhm.
All these animation studios and film studios that are moving to game engines for a lot of their stuff, which dumbs down a lot of stuff they need to do, and gives actors more realistic things to interact with.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I've been watching that series, the Mandalorian series, behind the scenes stuff, and they show how they're using the giant screens to project the actual environments they're in, opposed to just green screen, right?
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it really neat because now green screens, I can't even imagine all the stuff they had to do with the prequel trilogy in Star Wars, for instance, where it was all green screen and the actors had to play off that. It's gotta be difficult when you don't physically understand your location or what you're supposed to be reacting to, right?
Yeah.
I think I remember, hearing a thing, like, talking about that, where it was like, you can really tell those green screen scenes when it looks like the shot is just them, like, walking forward, then stopping at, like, a certain spot out, like, overlooking a thing. It's like, just how, none of that's, it's just them in a room, basically.
Yeah, and it's hard to get your eye lines correct to make sure they look like they're looking at the right thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
can
like, look at
imagine
all
the
these
numbers.
droids they're building.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you... Gotta be hard. A lot of casting, I guess.
I mean, it gets us to the job.
Yeah.
Cool. On that, we're into the actual main characters. Look at that.
That's right.
Cornhole and Flynn hide behind gardens there.
Yeah. Cornhole's so cute.
You drew him way more adorable than I drew him.
Yeah, teamwork. Got
gotta
it there
be a bit-
together.
It's got to be a bit pointier on the head.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's
anyway,
right.
whatever. It's the thumbnails. That's what this is for. Get the ideas out. Workshop them before you spend all the big monies on the final stuff, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Lots of changes going to be made in the storyboard, but that's the point, right?
That really is the point. Iteration in everything. Breeds
Yep.
innovation.
Yep.
Especially with animation. How many times you have to redo and redo and redo.
Yeah.
Monotony of it all. But then we also get to the advantage of being able to face and challenge new problems and problem solve them, you know. And then every time you do that, you're a bit better the next time.
Yeah.
Such a collaborative industry. Something I really enjoy about animation. You have no choice but to be a community.
Yeah, yeah.
A bit of a crowd scene there, eh, Travis?
Yeah, I kind of jumped to near the end where it's kind of them all standing together.
As the final,
Yeah, that
basically
kind of
the
final.
Avengers assemble kind of
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see if it ends up being more trouble than it's worth. I think the way I have it is them like all running into like a big drawbridge gate, and the gate closes and then pans up this castle and then eventually reaches them.
And they're all
Into the
standing there
street.
overlooking everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Some bigwig in the industry should live on a stage that he just named real.
Aww. I got it.
Yeah, the real. Let us venture to the real estate.
The other ones were all fake estates. This is a real estate.
Yeah.
This is why I have no friends. Yeah, 15 minutes left there, guys.
Yeah.
Countdown
Rounding
is
out another
out.
stream.
Another successful stream. By successful, we mean we got work done.
Yeah. We didn't see Eric Arg this stream, did we?
No, it didn't. He's got a kid. Bam Jams take care of. Or Laura,
Excuses.
either. We're our loyal fans.
Abandoned us.
Don't abandon us. Oh, Bill and Ted's Face the Music has been pushed back. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, that's where they're all going right now.
Yeah. Well, they can't. They want to release them in theaters and make all their money there, but I don't think that the world's going to really go back to that anymore.
Yeah, it's just like it's gonna be a while before I think we're comfortable going to theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole industry's got to rethink things. Oh, a lot of industries have to rethink things.
Yep.
But I'm
hard to
hopeful
say.
that we'll come up with a better world at the end of it.
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, most of the bad stuff you hear going on is committed by very few people, and the majority of people I feel like are all about community, willing to help each other.
Yeah.
Mind you, down in the States, I mean, Travis and Mike and Sweeney, you guys were obviously raised better, but a lot of the stuff down there was all, a lot of people were raised every man for himself kind of deal, and that's mentality, I think, is part of the reason you guys are having such a hard time with it. Mind you, we have that here in Canada too.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
It is everywhere. But I'd like to think that there's more good than there is bad. Or at least a balance of.
Yeah.
Disney's changing all their rides to take all the racism out of them.
Right, yeah. Changing Splash Mountain, that's good.
Really?
Yeah, Princess and the Frog, I think.
Wait, what was wrong with Splash Mountain?
It depicts natives as savages, and they even call them savages during the ride.
Well, that's
Oh.
not the issue. It's like the characters are all based on old,
Stereotypes.
yeah, old stereotypes of like, oh, the word just flew out of my head. Minstrel caricatures.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Just like, you know, all of that stuff. And yeah, it's just, they could do better.
Hmm.
Well, they should have done better like 30 years ago.
And also, it's like no one's huge fans of Song of the South anyway.
Nope,
weird-
in fact,
it's weird for
it's
them to
not
get-
really allowed to be played anywhere anymore.
Right, so it's like, keeping this artifact around.
But I'm glad to see all these massive corporations, even the ones that you consider bad corporations, making an effort now. I mean, it shouldn't have taken this to make it happen, but I'm glad it is happening.
Mm-hmm.
This is about creativity, so enough with that politics. Try to avoid it at all costs on this stream.
Yeah, it's
all
hard
hear-
to avoid.
We all hear enough of it every day.
Yeah.
Oh, ghosts of sushis and sashimis next month.
Yeah.
Oh, is what I call it. But Ghost of Tsushima does look amazing. And to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that trailer blew my mind.
Oh, nice.
Vikings, though, will always be in my heart, being finished and all.
Yeah, yeah.
Scandinavian. Did you ever watch Norseman, Travis?
I never got around to it, but yeah, how was it?
It
Oh,
was
it's great.
phenomenal. If you like dry humor, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, really worth it.
Oh, right, because it's the comedy one, right?
Yeah, it's an entire comedic take
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Viking
Ah,
era.
nice.
And it's really well done. It feels like dry British humor, but with definitely a Norwegian twist for sure. And the cool thing is they filmed it both in the original language and in English for the first season at least.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But the English version's totally worth it, and they do a great job because it's them actually speaking. It's not dubbed; it's actually them talking in
Oh,
English.
wow, that's cool.
got a bit of the Office vibe too. It's like Vikings meets The Office, you know?
Nice.
But definitely watch Jojo Rabbit. I was super impressed
Oh
with
yeah.
it.
Yeah, definitely
I was
me too.
I was expecting, you know, because you think Taika Waititi, Waititi? I think it's Taika
Waititi.
Anyways, you think Thor Ragnarok, you think humor, you think funny, and it
Yeah.
definitely is funny, but it was amazing, the perfect balance of drama and funny and like deep cuts into our history, you know?
Nice. Yeah.
So worked it. Like, we were expecting to watch a fun romp, and at the end of it, both of us were looking at each other like, wow, this took quite a turn.
Yeah, reaching for the Kleenex box there at one point.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh. But
But
so
worth it.
good. But worth
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many cyberpunk shows and movies we're going to see in the next couple of years after Cyberpunk 2077 comes out.
Oh yeah, may make a new wave.
It's probably gonna, I mean, I watched all the newest, because they did a live stream about their game, finally revealing a bunch of gameplay, and holy crap, does it look good. But I mean, the way they built Witcher, and the way that every quest feels like a main quest, if they do that in Cyberpunk, they've got a hit. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Let's hope.
I mean, Natalie even watched me play most of The Witcher, which is so unusual.
Well, you know, when they put a good story in with beautiful graphics, it's hard not to be
And-
interested.
And a schmexy character.
Oh yeah, that helps.
She loves Geralt. Geralt, really.
Yep. He's a saucy man.
Witcher. He's not a man anymore. He's a witcher.
Oh. How's it going to your Witcher?
Nice. The family of friend to humanity. I kind of don't like that line.
Yeah.
Didn't feel medieval enough, you know? It almost felt modern.
Yeah.
But still, it's now a hit. Everyone loves that song.
It's catchy. Super catchy.
It is. And actually, I'm also looking forward to the new Dune movie they're working on. It looks really good so far. Screenshot of the costumes looks like they kept it pretty good to the canon of the books. The world building looks really good. Oh, if you haven't watched the trailer, there's a game coming out called Lost in Random. It's a next-gen game, but it looks exactly like a stop-motion film in gameplay.
Oh, cool.
I'll put the trailer in right now, actually. Or I'll link a page to it, I should say. It looks very Tim Burton-esque for sure.
Yeah. That was my first thought.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe it. It looks so much like actual stop motion. Yeah, I shared it in the restream, which should pop it up in Discord for you. But the art style and the art direction look amazing. Super cool, super unique.
Oh yeah, yeah, very.
Very Tim Burton. Well, alright, lady and gentlemen. And everybody who may or may not be watching now or later, thank you for joining us for this stream. It's been another good time. Very productive on all our parts. Seems like we're pushing through these storyboards for our trailers and our pilots pretty quick. We will be back next week at 12 noon PST till 3 p.m. You know, weather provided, and the world not blowing up before then, obviously. We hope that you guys all join us. Hope that you share us. Make sure you follow our artists if you can. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Like I said, a big part of our company is make sure the artists come first, and that they can build an audience around their art and their ideas and their passion, which is really a big part of what we do here. And then, of course, share around Twitch Pixel Studios and get other people involved, and come join us next week, and ask questions and talk animation and geek stuff with us. As for now, we thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, stoked to hang out with you guys. Again, Travis, thanks for joining us and doing your words. And Natalie, I'll see you in a minute after your
Always fun.
Yep.
And a shout out to Mike and hopefully his friend who feels better after all this. It is unfortunate he had to leave, but I'm glad he did to go help his friend, and that's the kind of community you want to build here anyways, so it's kind of perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Alright, well, bye everybody!
Bye-bye.